of amphibian species are threatened with extinction? The answer is C. At least a third of the known amphibian species are currently threatened with extinction.
Wow. I've seen for myself the dramatic impact chytrid is having on amphibians, and I'm determined to help find a way to save them.
From the majestic peaks in the Sierras of California, we now find ourselves here meandering along this pristine waterway, this river in Missouri. We've come to this place to better understand a most incredible species of salamander. It's called the hellbender. It happens to be the largest species of salamander throughout the Americas. It also happens to be a creature that is now endangered.
Just since the 1990s, the number of hellbenders has dropped by an incredible 80%. That has herpetologist Jeff Brigler with the Missouri Department of Conservation seriously worried.
Well, we face many challenges trying to protect this species. Habitat changes, water quality issues, even poaching.
And what about chytrid?
Well, that's one of the recent discoveries. We found the amphibian chytrid fungus on hellbenders in Missouri. Today we're going to canoe to one of our known hellbender sites on this river, and we're going to search real hard. Hopefully we'll find several hellbenders, and we're going to test them for chytrid fungus.
Hellbenders grow up to 2 feet in length, but are almost impossible to find. Jeff's been searching the entire state of Missouri for 5 years, and he's only tagged 55. Hopefully, we're gonna find a couple of monster hellbenders, and you're gonna see why they call them hellbenders.
Not a hellbender.
Oh, let go there, buddy.
Hey, Mark, will you help me with this rock? Side there, and I'll get this one, and we'll pull it back first. On 3.
Look, we got one.
What?
You got a hellbender.
I told you there was a monster living here, and I told you you'd find out why they called them hellbenders. Now, I don't know why I'm talking like this, but when you hold this creature, you kind of do want to talk like this. This is a hellbender. My God, he's absolutely gigantic. It's like a prehistoric creature from a sci-fi movie.
It's pretty good. So what are we going to do now?
Hopefully, this hellbender will help us understand why these incredible animals are dying.
Okay, the first thing we're going to do, we'll grab this guy, and we're going to try to put him on his back here. First thing we're going to do, we're actually going to physically swab him for chytrid. So if you can lay him in here on his back, and if you can for me.
Boy, they are slimy.
Just firmly. That'll be fine. So this cotton swab should absorb any of the fungus zoospores, but we definitely want to get all the feet.
Yeah.
That's more likely. There's more keratin in the feet, so that's where the chytrid fungus would more likely be found.
The team will analyze the samples back at the lab. How invasive do you think the fungus is throughout the United States, or the world for that matter?
Well, the more people are testing, it appears that this fungus is very widespread. It's probably in almost every body of water across the U.S.
Really? Why should we protect these animals? There are so many creatures on our planet. What's the importance of the hellbender?
It's very important in our rivers. It's part of our biodiversity. But more importantly, I mean, you look at this pristine river, these animals absorb everything that's in this river. So we drink this water.
So, if something's hurting the salamanders, it could be hurting us too. What's particularly alarming is the fact that hellbenders in Missouri have unusually low sperm count. And so do the men.
Other species,
Human beings.
Yep. There's found the sperm count to even be lower here in Missouri.
These animals could provide valuable information about our own reproductive health.
That makes sense? Yes. Okay.
41 centimeters and 24 grams.
Really?
Once we're done measuring and tagging and disinfecting our field equipment with a bleach solution, we put the salamander back exactly where we found it.
So the best thing to do is we'll just, right in front of this rock, we'll just set him, kind of get up in here and just set him right on the bottom. And keep setting.
Hopefully this hellbender will survive another season and continue to breed. There are fewer and fewer juveniles making it to adulthood. It's a tragic story that's put the hellbender on Missouri's list of endangered species. So, what is the prognosis for this species?
Well, if you'd asked me that question 2-3 years ago, I would have said in 20 years we wouldn't have a hellbender in Missouri anymore. But due to all of our efforts, there is hope for this species.
What they're trying to do is breed them in captivity at the St. Louis Zoo, something no other institution has managed to achieve. So, Jeff, we're stepping on that bleach solution to keep disease out, so we can assume that this is a chytrid-free zone.
That's correct.
So, what's happening here?
Well, we have a simulated 32-foot stream we've built here.
And there's hellbenders in here?
Yes, we have 6 males and 3 females in here.
Preserving hellbenders in captivity may be the only way to ensure their survival. But it's only going to work if the captive animals start to reproduce. While the zoo staff are waiting for the adults to mate, they're already raising juveniles from eggs caught in the wild.
So how do I know that this animal right here...
But 2 years ago, disaster struck.
And they vocalize.
The juveniles became infected with chytrid.
The animal will send those off.
Treating them with fungicide didn't work. So the zoo had to find another way to kill the fungus without harming the salamanders.
Okay.
You ready?
The solution was a little unorthodox.
Now, when you found out that you had a chytrid outbreak, what'd you do?
We took these systems right here, raised the temperature very slowly, about 5 degrees Fahrenheit a day, till we reached 90 degrees.
You did it with the animal in the tank. You didn't actually remove it.
That's correct. We did it with
Heat it up in here.
the whole system.
By slowly heating the water to 90 degrees and keeping it there for 3 days, they were able to kill the fungus without harming the animals.
So it was the first time that we know of that that's been done with aquatic salamanders.
Since that outbreak, bleach has been used to keep the facility chytrid-free. When these juveniles are old enough, they'll be released back into the wild to help restore local populations.
We've got this beautiful hellbender right
But life in the wild is anything but easy. And chytrid isn't the only problem. Frogs are now showing up with serious deformities. 3 legs, male and female sex organs, missing limbs. The cause could be environmental pollutants like pesticides, which mimic hormones and disrupt the frog's development. And what's affecting frogs may well be affecting us too, through our own drinking water. Amphibians could be our canaries in the coal mine. The question is, will we heed the warning in time?